Joel here with Bodycam Breakdown TV. Today's footage comes from Crime Time Cam. If you want to watch the original video without my commentary or breakdown, I'll have the full footage linked below so you can watch it start to finish. What begins as a complaint about a disruptive customer inside a local bar quickly draws officers into a situation where emotions, behavior, and decision-making are about to determine how the encounter unfolds. As officers respond and attempt to get control of the scene, what happens next turns a routine call for service into something much more complicated. The breakdown starts now.
Just like wherever they
That's fine. It's 10 jobs.
Well, these people said they found you kind of like laying in the grass, and they were just a little worried.
Probably 2729 number of Florida.
No, I was with them the entire time, and I was not laying in the grass.
Trying to get you in trouble or anything. We just want to make sure you're safe.
Officers are still in the information-gathering stage of the encounter, trying to assess what they're dealing with before deciding how to move forward. Indicators that may suggest impairment can quickly become important because they can affect communication, decision-making, and how officers manage the situation.
Who the fuck said anything?
Somebody said they saw you in the grass, and they saw these people helping you.
No one saw me in the grass. I'm drunk.
I know, that's all we're worried about.
At the same time, I'm not gonna drive home. Like, I appreciate that.
Officers are still trying to determine exactly what's happening, but the communication challenges are already becoming noticeable. When clear communication starts breaking down early in an encounter, it often makes it more difficult for everyone involved to stay focused on resolving the situation.
I've seen this motherfucker. No, I don't mean that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I promise I won't drive.
You can't do that.
I don't care. I won't do anything. Like, I've been pulled over like 7 times by...
Notice how the priorities of the officers and the woman are no longer aligned. While she's focused on leaving and moving on from the situation, officers are focused on making sure any decisions made at the scene don't create additional safety concerns.
St. Johns County and saying I can see cops. Like, I am not gonna drive. I don't give a like, I am not gonna drive.
What if you get an Uber home?
I can't get an Uber home.
Why not?
I am broke. I have $2 to my name. Like,
Why are you out here drinking?
Officers appear to be offering an alternative that allows someone else to take responsibility for getting her home safely. Encounters like this often hinge on cooperation because the fewer safe options that remain available, the fewer choices officers have for resolving the situation.
You're going to have to phone a friend.
I don't give a fuck. I will sit in the parking lot.
Listen, you're not going to do that. Listen, we've now gotten involved. So
to do what?
To
do what?
To put you in the drunk tank or get you a safe ride home.
The officers are making it clear that they believe she's no longer in a position to safely take care of her own transportation. By offering the option of having someone pick her up, they're giving her an opportunity to help resolve the situation before officers have to consider other alternatives.
If you can't safely get home, we're going to put you in the drunk tank.
Drunk tank for what?
Being
what
drunk.
Did I done wrong?
You're drunk.
I have not done... I'm drunk on public property?
Yeah, you said it.
That has nothing to do with anything. I'm not calling it a disturbance.
The officers are trying to keep the conversation focused on finding a solution, but cooperation appears to be becoming a challenge. When communication starts shifting away from problem solving, officers often have to spend more attention managing the interaction itself rather than resolving the original issue.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here.
They flagged us down because
you guys can go up. That is that White Lion and No Name and all of that shit. Bourbon Street and everything. You guys. You know what?
The tone of the encounter is beginning to change as officers appear to be running out of options for resolving the situation through conversation alone. When repeated opportunities fail to produce cooperation, the likelihood of a more direct intervention often starts becoming a factor in the officer's decision-making.
I swear to God, get the away from me!
Take her.
You ain't taking me. No.
You hurt yourself.
I didn't do anything!
Once an encounter reaches this stage, the officer's priority shifts from communication to gaining control of the situation safely. Resistance can make that process more difficult, often requiring additional attention and resources that pull the focus even further away from the original reason officers were called in the first place. The encounter ultimately ended with officers taking the woman into custody after efforts to resolve the situation through cooperation broke down. According to the case outcome, she was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. This encounter is a reminder that when communication gives way to confrontation, the available options for everyone involved can narrow quickly. What are your thoughts on how officers handled this encounter? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. This video may be over, but the conversation is just getting started. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to Bodycam Breakdown TV, and share this video with a friend. What do you think about the decisions made during this encounter? Leave a comment below and let your voice be heard. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.